Hi guys, it's just Adam and today we're reacting to the Scotland World Cup draw. The first time I've done it in my life, and obviously a lot of Scotland fans that were tuning in to see what teams they could get and what possible journey plans they'll be making. Obviously in the previous video I made quite a in-depth summary of how tickets will work and stuff like that. So in this video we'll be discussing what's the possible results, the teams we've drawn against, and how fucking long that draw took. So if you enjoy the content like this, remember to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and put in post notifications. And let's dive right into this video because I'm so excited. It's such a good draw. But guys, I'll just jump right into it. Basically, Scotland were in pot 3 in the draw, and we could have drawn our European team, but we couldn't. That's pretty much the rules. Rio Ferdinand in the draw. He done quite well, to be fair, but that draw took absolutely ages. But we know our results now, and we will be facing Haiti, who were in pot 4, who are actually, they're talking about, they will probably play in the World Cup, but will there have any fans, that's a different story due to visa issues and many other issues surrounding the safety of that country. The second, I'm doing this in order of games by the way, the second game that we'll be playing on the 18th of June is v Morocco, the World Cup semi-finalists for the last World Cup. They're doing amazing. They're probably the best team in Africa by quite a bit, so that'll be a very hard game. And obviously the last game on the 24th of June will be Scotland v Brazil. Vinny Junior, many players, and I'll go into more depth in the actual video, but very strong group there. But there's a winnable game in there, a very winnable game in there in Haiti. Hopefully tomorrow at 5 PM UK time, GMT, will to confirm the venues and that, so wait till you book. I'll discuss prices, what stadiums we could be playing at in this video. Obviously I've done that in the last video, but I'm going to do an up to date one because, well, now the draw is done and we know what kind of area. We're in East Coast now, by the way, so that's New York, Philadelphia, Miami, Atlanta, New Jersey, stuff like that. So, well, obviously, first game will be against Haiti. Very winnable game. Very winnable game. That's like I would say that's a European version of like a small team, maybe like North Macedonia, Iceland, maybe like that, Faroe Island. But it's because their qualifying's a lot easier, they're able to get in it, and obviously it's increased to 48 teams this time. Thought we were never going to get to pot 3, but it's a very winnable game. The likely venues of this is the Gillette, the best a man can get stadium in Foxborough. I'm not too knowledge up in Foxborough. Oh Jesus, Adam. And the MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, obviously, preferably, as a Scotland fan, you would want it to be in New York, in New Jersey, because it would be cheaper. But then again, the prices will go up, and I'll discuss that later in the video. So stay tuned. Morocco, on the 18th of June. So that'll be at the Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, or at the Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. But might I add, these are the likely venues. These are not the confirmed venues. So I've done a bit of research before releasing this video. It was a quick research, but these are the most likely. And then against Brazil, we will be playing in Miami, which would be amazing. By the way, this stadium is amazing. The Mercedes-Benz Stadium at Atlanta. If you've not seen it online, it's just costs like over $1 billion to build. It's different class. So the more information we have is right. So guys, this is estimated due to current kind of live prices. So a round trip, this is not including hotels, so what I would do is if you pre-book a hotel just in like tomorrow after the thingy, and once you do that pre-book you can cancel it for free. But to Miami International as a round trip, it's between £465 and £535. There's also returns for $380 to Florida, Miami, Florida. Other deals for New York Liberty International Airport, that's $285 and £304 returns at the cheapest recent fares. So that's Skyscanner, sorry. JFK could be £305 from, don't know if there's Glasgow or Edinburgh. I put Scotland, so bear with me. And Hearts Jackson Atlanta International Airport, by far the most expensive, is between $540 and £566. Obviously you need to get your visas in quite soon, guys. America is a very hard country to get in under President Trump, the 45th and 47th President of the United States. There's obviously, I think the game everybody will be wanting to get to is Brazil, which is obviously on the 24th of June, sorry. And obviously that'll be in Atlanta or Miami, so you've got it'll be close enough. So if you book and then you can do a car hire, or you get trains. If you get trains booked in, well, I done it in the last video, trains can be £16 if you book it just now, but if you book it at the time it'll be like $200 and stupid prices, so just be aware of that. Can Scotland win this group? I can say confidently no. They could I'm pretty sure if people who finish second they go into a playoff draw, or they qualify but differently. Third, I don't know if they do the top 4 best third place teams, but if we beat Haiti and we draw to Morocco, we could beat Brazil, because Carlo Ancelotti is past it, I would say, but he's still a great manager. He's got players at his disposal like Vinny Jr, Neymar, if he plays the World Cup. He's got, Guimaraes, Joelinton, many others. Morocco, you've got Amrabat, I think his name is. There's a couple. For Scotland, we know Hamza Hagaman will be definitely playing in the World Cup. He's lighting it up in Lille. And for Haiti, not got a clue, but the only thing I know about Haiti is they had no fans. They couldn't play in the actual country while qualifying for the World Cup because of its military run, I'm pretty sure, or gangs run the city. So it'd be a safety risk. So that's what goes back to the point I made earlier on, that it might be hard for certain countries to actually get to the World Cup. That's been a big stumbling block. Obviously, the draw was done on BBC over here. It was done on the FIFA website as well. But one thing they're talking about is ticket prices. And I'll be discussing that quite now. So